say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Mike.
Hello, I'm Lynn.
And this is Hello Mansfield. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hello Mansfield. I'm Mike.
I'm Lynn.
And we are so glad that you're here with us today. We're going to have an outstanding segment today. It's going to be a great show, my friend.
It is. It is. Did you know what?
What?
It's the last week of school for MISD.
It's the last week of school,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Watch out.
Yeah, watch for kids
out.
running through the streets. Also for teen drivers that tend to scare the bejeebers out of you. Yeah.
And shoot some love out to all the teachers
Oh
out
my
there.
gosh.
You know, I hope they can make
It's
it till
time for a
Thursday.
break.
You know, it is.
You can make it, teachers.
It is. Some of my friends
you can make it.
are teachers,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like, oh.
It's hard. It's hard. But hey, it's going to be good. A break
week,
that they deserve, though. You know what I mean?
You know, they do need a break.
Tell me about your weekend. What you get into?
You know what? I had a great weekend. Over at Sunshine, we had teacher training graduation. So we graduated a lot of yoga teachers from their 200-hour certification, and they did a great job.
You're a yoga doctor.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's a big time.
A little bit.
That's a big time. So Friday night, Lisa and I, we went to Bass Hall and saw the Michael Jackson story. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to go with my sister and daughter and niece, and we're going to see Moulin Rouge. Oh, so that one's a good one.
That's great.
He's been.
No, it's good to get out and be around things going on. You know, in the coming months, maybe a year or two, we will have all of that good stuff in Mansfield.
Well, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
I can't wait either. I'm waiting on them to tell me.
You're waiting. You hear. I've heard some good things are coming to me.
Yeah, so, we
got a lot going on.
We're going to finally start seeing the wrecking ball. So
right.
Here we go.
Well, the townhomes up the street, they didn't waste any time demolishing the old stuff and getting started.
We are rolling. Right. So. Yeah. I'll tell you what, so that's going to be a good segue into a great show today. Yeah. And stay tuned, stay with us, and let's have some fun today. How about that?
I like it. We'll be back after these messages.
All right.
I'm sure that you think when you come into a session that you'll sit down and pose and cheese and smile. That's not how we do it here at Heather Harvey Photography. Hi, my name is Heather Harvey, and I'm the owner of Heather Harvey Photography. I first started with photography when I was a little girl. My dad gave me my first camera. It was a pink Barbie camera with a big shiny cube on top. It's so special to me that my clients allow me to come into their life, into their special moments, and be a part of it. I love photography. It gives me such joy, and it truly is such a passion to be able to tell somebody's story. Let Heather Harvey Photography be part of your story.
Maintenance matters. Mobile mechanics.
Discover the vibrant flavors of Thailand at Blue Mint Thai and Asian Cuisine on East Eddy Lane in Mansfield. Satisfy your cravings with fan favorites like the Golden Pouches, Thai fried rice, and our signature Crazy Drunken Noodles. Featured on ABC News and Dallas Business Journal, every dish is packed with authentic taste. Whether you're planning a cozy dining experience a convenient takeout, or an unforgettable private event, Blue Mint High has you covered. Where passion meets flavor, and every bite tells a story.
In a world driven by digital, businesses need more than just a presence. They need a partner. Introducing TaylorMade Consulting Group, your digital ally. As certified Google Cloud partners, we leverage the latest technology to tell your brand story. From concept to execution, we craft tailored solutions to elevate your brand and drive results. Ready to unlock your brand's full potential? Contact TaylorMade Consulting Group today for your free digital audit and discover the difference TaylorMade solutions can make for you.
The medical side of skincare is more in depth. It's getting to know what causes those skin issues and helping to deal with them properly. Hi, I'm Haley with Confident Skin by Haley. I am a medical esthetician and I am also an acne specialist. I do have an LED light therapy treatment. I have my red therapy, which is going to be more anti-aging. I have my green, which is going to be more brightening, and then my blue, which is going to be really great for acne. That's going to help to kill that bacteria. Head over to my website and book your next treatment.
Welcome back. We're here with Mariah and Joseph with Maintenance Matters. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Maintenance Matters.
Yes.
You want me to do that or you?
Give us all the good stuff. Talk to us.
Well, essentially, he is a mobile mechanic.
All
So
right.
he goes to people's homes and businesses and will do like maintenance and any kind of like repairs and stuff like that. I'll let him talk about that later because that is not what I do. But I mean, that's essentially what we are. We started back in 2020 during the shutdown,
Right.
which was a fun
Wow.
and scary time for a lot
Right.
of people. And so we saw a need that wasn't being filled
Sure.
during that time.
Right.
A lot of people were struggling getting their vehicles taken care of because, quarantine times with
they're trying to get out.
employees and
Right.
social distancing, and a lot of shops and dealerships were closed down or like had super long wait times. And so we saw a need that wasn't being filled, and that was, going to people and getting them taken care of. And he was kind of like in a professional transition. People don't usually know he was an aircraft mechanic before
Okay.
Maintenance Matters. So
I did not
he
know that.
built helicopter engines.
Oh,
And,
Wow.
but even that sounds like a really cool job. He was like, he needed something different.
I
And
got
so he needed a change. We saw a need that wasn't being filled, and we started Maintenance Matters.
Well, I have to say that I remember being a stay-at-home mom, and my husband traveled a lot. I had 3 kids. Going to get the car service was
God.
just, you just
Yeah.
couldn't
It's
go.
a
You just,
nightmare.
it was a nightmare. Where were you?
Yeah,
But then the kids are grown now,
Developing the concept.
right?
So what's the range of repairs that you offer?
So we do anything from your simple oil changes to, of course, brake services,
Oh, really?
suspension work as
Listen,
well.
folks, listen.
Yeah,
Right.
And our idea is, of course, bring it to you guys. Even still to this day, after COVID, everything is still catching up with as far as parts and everything like that goes. We're able to get you in, get you out same day. Of course, we are really busy, so we'll get you in and out. I don't keep your car overnight for 3 weeks on end. If you schedule an appointment with me, it's going to be done within, depending on the service, within the hour or within 3 hours, of course, depending how big it is. So you're not having to schedule your appointment, still go up there and sit for 3 hours while they're still working on your vehicle.
Right.
So what kind of backlog do you have? If someone called you today and wanted to get something done, because I just kind of feel that a lot of people looking right now saying, I need that to happen.
Yeah.
So if someone called you today,
Mhm.
would they be able to get an appointment today, or would it be a 2-3 week?
So not that far out just yet. Summer, of course, is just now going to open
Yes,
up.
sir.
So now we
Sure.
could very quickly be getting to that point. As of right now, if you call me, we should be able to get you in within thinking of the schedule probably at least next 2 to 3 days.
That's great.
If it's a big service, we'd try to designate certain days for those to allow plenty of time. So I mean, at the latest, honestly, probably Thursday or Friday at this point.
That's
So,
fantastic.
It's really
Yeah.
Oh
fantastic.
no, it's great. I know,
Exciting too.
I know
in a
people-
crazy way. I mean,
right?
it is.
Because you're just too busy for that, right? I know you're
Yeah,
always
really.
so busy.
Yeah.
And executives, people stuck at work.
Yes.
People, you know,
Or you can
important.
do it at their work.
right.
Yep.
And that's
Absolutely.
that's what sold us too. So like doctors, we
Right.
take care of a lot of doctors,
Loving it.
lawyers,
Teachers.
teachers,
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
people that just can't get away until
Right.
5 or 6 o'clock in the evening when those places are closing. So we take care of it while they're at
Excellent.
school or work.
Excellent.
Outstanding.
Well, we're going to go to a break, and when we
Yeah.
come back, we want to hear a little bit more. I know you've got a great story to tell us.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
be right back after these messages.
2 and 2, as Chuck Willery
Where
used
did
to say.
I-
A true genuine connection. But I know I don't feel like she's there to just take my money.
My name is Monica Irving, and I've been a proud client of Haley Slippery. First of all, whenever I make an appointment, I am excited. I cannot wait to see her. I love that she's always on time, always professional. I love the environment. I feel like I'm going to go see one of my girlfriends that I haven't saw in a long time, and I know that my skin and I will leave better than where we came. Confidence seen by Haley makes me feel confident and inspired and feel like I can tackle on the world.
In a world driven by digital, businesses need more than just a presence. They need a partner. Introducing TaylorMade Consulting Group, your digital ally. As certified Google Cloud partners, we leverage the latest technology to tell your brand story. From concept to execution, we craft tailored solutions to elevate your brand and drive results. Ready to unlock your brand's full potential? Contact TaylorMade Consulting Group today for your free digital audit and discover the difference TaylorMade solutions can make for you.
Located in Mansfield, Texas. Started with a vision back about 11 years ago. Came to the conclusion one day that it was time to start a trucking company. Everybody in this company really does care about one another. Trucking is the backbone of this country, but what we do is absolutely paramount to the success of this country's survival.
At Allison's Sketchbook, we bring stories to life with every stroke. Serving the DFW area and beyond, we specialize in live art, book illustrations, and graphic design, turning your vision into a vivid reality. Whether it's a corporate event, a custom illustration, or a powerful design, let your vision unfold with us. Send us an email or check out our Instagram page to let the magic begin.
Hi, I'm William Cletus, president of Solving the Maze. Solving the Maze is an A to Z managed service provider. We cover everything from basic tech support, project services, in every single area of information technology. Additionally, one of our focuses as a managed service provider is putting the word service first. Solving the Maze makes sure that you see the face. It's not just remote support all the time. We're going to come on the site. We're going to help you. We're going to engage. You're going to see a face.
All right, we are back with Maintenance Matters, and you know what? We've got, we were just talking about how, and it's in a crazy way, but it is exciting, and it's refreshing to know that we can have a mechanic that will show up at our job, show up at the house, things like that. But tell you what I'm curious about. Now, you all are a couple in business together. Talk a little bit about that work-life balance.
What
curious.
balance?
Yeah, what balance?
What balance?
I know.
What balance?
Yeah. So what does that look like? I'm curious.
You know, I said it earlier. We're not experts. We're still students. We're still learning
Okay.
what that balance looks like. But I think for us, the most important part in our marriage, because we also have 2 kids, and so it's not just us we're responsible for. We got 2 babies. And it's just, I think it's about having flexibility and being willing to, you know, be flexible with each other. And,
Sure.
you know, being business owners together, we get it. Like sometimes
customer service comes before dinner sometimes, like
Oh,
especially when
absolutely.
it's your reputation on the line.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and
Understanding.
so that understanding and that compassion that,
Mhm.
you know, we have to be flexible and communicate with each other too.
Mhm.
And, you know, I think we're still learning. So I don't have all the answers, but we make it work and
That's so great.
we still
Yeah.
love each other. So that's
That's-
important.
Well, that's a hallelujah.
That's-
Yes, it is.
We
No,
still like each other
Well,
too.
yeah, hey,
You know?
and that's good too. So you've been doing it 5 years, maybe?
Yeah. So yeah, this will be year number 5.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to, you were mentioning the fleet vehicle.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so companies that have multiple vehicles that need service,
Mhm.
tell us a little bit about how that saves time.
Yeah.
for
Do
the
you want to take
company.
that one?
Sure. So the fleet services. So for instance, we have a fleet that we service. They have 9 trucks. Prior to them coming to us, they were having us send their vehicles, send their employees and their vehicles to the shop, which of course in turn is costing them more money for one, the oil change, but two, having to pay their employees as well per hour, however they're paying them to just sit there versus actually go out and make the money for their actual business that they serve. So we come to them on their closed days, which particularly for them was a Saturday. We come in there and we schedule all of them at the same time. So we'll take care of all 9 of them at the same time, get done by noon. They're still operating just minimal at the time, so we can get them all done and taken care of.
Okay, then my favorite story, one of the things I wanted to have you guys on. So the best thing for me is when I'm looking through Facebook is that really good story.
Okay.
So Joseph, tell us a little bit about, you came to the rescue. There was a lady or a client that had kittens in her car. So
Yes.
tell us what happened.
Oh, a kitten story.
So that was it a Sunday call? She has been trying to get to work, and so she calls me because she found a cat's. Well, it's kind of funny. She found a cat's leg hanging off the bottom of her car, right? And she's like, well, it turns out it was a mama cat laying there with her babies underneath there.
Oh, my God.
And tried animal control. Of course, they need the mechanical side of things to be able to pull the car, so that way they can.
Look at you.
Yeah. That way they can open up those panels to get those kittens out with the mama, of course. And we rescued
Whoa.
2 little baby kittens and their mom up there. They were actually pretty sweet, of course, very scared, but we were
Looked
able to
like
get
she
them out,
actually had them in there.
get them put together, and they're all happy now.
Well, oh my gosh, that's such a great story.
You know what? See,
to
that's
hear.
such a feel good. Oh, my
It is.
God.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Yeah. That was a great story to
That is
see
cool.
and to see. And it's so nice to have you on the show today to, just share that experience.
So how do we get in touch with you?
Absolutely.
Good question.
So Maintenance Matters, of course, we're all over Facebook.
There we go.
There it is.
So,
There it
yes,
is. Nice.
We are everywhere.
So yeah, we have a Facebook page. It's Maintenance Matters Mansfield. That's
Okay.
how you can search for it. We did win Living Magazine's Best of the last 2 years,
Nice.
which was really cool.
Yes.
Fingers crossed for 2025.
Me too.
Or you
Yeah.
can also just call us at
That is
214-998-9114. And that's the easiest way to get in touch with us is just send us a text or give us a call. Or you can also find us on Facebook. So
Outstanding.
That's like when I see somebody on Facebook, usually like in the mom's groups. And
Yes.
stuff, I'm like, Maintenance Matters, Mariah, put your name in there so you can get can get plugged in. So thank you guys so much for being on the show
Yeah.
today.
Absolutely.
You guys
Thanks
for
really
having us.
appreciate it. We appreciate what you do for the community.
And wish you the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
So
Thank you.
Joseph
Thank
and Mariah. All right. Maintenance Matters. Mighty fine. Let's thank them. They came today and they really did a good job.
Yeah.
thank you.
Appreciate you. All right.
Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys.
We'll be
All right.
back.
We'll be back
after
soon.
these messages.
Good stuff.
And I met Heather about 7 years ago. Heather's not your typical photographer. I think she does candid photos very well, but her artistry behind editing the photos is what makes Heather different than a normal photographer. The last year that we did outside family photos, it was quite chaotic, and Heather's really good about snapping random pictures as we're all running around. And I'm pretty sure my husband was holding up a bubble wand and Cameron was going to grab it. As Heather was taking pictures of it, I thought, I wonder what she sees. And later she sends me a picture and it was actually Cameron feeding a leaf to a long neck. And it is the most miraculous thing that she saw in the moment and turned it into a piece of art.
Actually, my dad, my brother, and my son, they're into the trucking industry. My dad is a mechanic, a diesel mechanic. So is my brother. And my son, he works at the TA. And my dad always said, he used to tell me, like, you know, back in the days, it was hardly any women driving. So my dad always used to tell me, you know, get into the trucking, you know, it's good money. And he said, I want to see you drive a truck. You know, it's like, it runs in the blood. So that's what got me into the trucking industry.
And I was like, damn, I'm going to buy this restaurant. I'm Mike Wilson, and I ended up dropping out of college, and I enlisted in the Air Force in 1999. Once I enlisted in the Air Force, as my friend Elisa knows, it's a real life-changing experience.
And my name is Elisa Dodenhoff. Met Mike in the military, and both of us are Air Force Security Forces. I have worked locally in Mansfield, so I was a regular at Blue Mint Thai and Asian Cuisine before Mike took over. So, you know, we've known each other in passing, and I said, oh my goodness, it's Major Wilson.
And my name is Randy Ochoa. I'm a general manager. We all come from Bangkok, Thailand. And we brought all the family and, you know, our family secret recipe from grandma and mama.
My name is Ben Boulier. I'm a board certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon. I'm also the owner of Posh Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, and obviously a based here in Mansfield, Texas. So overall, no, I think I'm very happy. No regret. I already referred people to the nationwide. I told them they were great. I told them that they would be pretty down to earth, pretty straightforward. You would not be confused about the process. And for someone like me who's a novice in the process, I mean, trust me, I'm a stickler for what I want. I definitely think I know what I want.
Hi, welcome back. We are here with Nathan Higgins. And
Yes.
Nathan, tell us why you're here today. Tell us all about it.
Thank you for having me, first of all. And I'm
Thank you for
here
being here.
to discuss mortgage-free life. It's a strategy that we use to help homeowners, real estate investors, even businesses to reallocate how a mortgage is paid, where it actually pays it off much sooner than either your 30-year notes, and also creates a tax advantage retirement account.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So the intersection between mortgage payments
Yes.
and financial planning.
Yes.
Curious, you hooked me with that last statement that you made. So talk a little bit about that. How can Michael paying his mortgage and then getting my financial planning stuff help me with all of that?
Absolutely. So it's properly structuring what you make, what you spend,
Mhm.
and we're actually repurposing that income, right?
Okay.
You heard the saying, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Well,
Yeah.
we want to take that a little bit further. It's not how much you keep, but also where it sits and what it's doing, where it's sitting. Allowing the income to sit on top of a credit line is actually allowing that simple interest to accumulate a little bit daily. So a typical mortgage,
Yeah, give me an
it's
example.
amortized, right?
Right.
Amortization just means, hey, each payment is accounted for,
Right.
right? From day 1 to day 30
Okay.
or year 30. So everything is accounted for, right? Now, of course, people make their extra payments if they have the additional income. We kind of take that away. We allow your income to sit on top of your line of credit, right?
Okay.
We're paying off the mortgage, we're establishing a line of credit, and we're allowing the income to sit on that. So essentially, each and every month, that amount you're paying is going to be less and less because the income is on top of that line of credit. Now, this is not for everyone. It requires discipline as far as your spending habits, right?
Mhm.
We're not looking for anyone that's close to their income and expenses gap. There has to be a nice, comfortable balance, typically 20 to 25% that we like to see, where we can actually see, hey, they have great spending habits. They understand the concept. We walk you through it from A to Z. We have quarterly meetings with you to show you if things are continue to track along properly. We make adjustments as needed. And again, this is just a great strategy where you can also not only pay off your home quicker, but also any other debt, car loans, personal loans, anything that you can get into that line of credit, we can actually absolutely use it. Repurpose what was your mortgage payment, turn that into a tax advantage retirement account.
That's interesting.
It's all over my head.
So if I paid a mortgage of $3,500 a month.
Mhm.
Okay, what would be my best scenario in regard to managing that?
Yeah.
What would my monthly income be? A good place.
So just
for that.
Let's just use whole numbers for instance,
Yeah.
right? Say if your monthly income is about 10,000, if you're spending anywhere from maybe 5,000, maybe to 6,000, you're in a good income gap or debt to income ratio that we like to see. That you're not overspending, you're not over leveraging yourself. And again, we don't focus so much on the interest rate because I know typically a lot of lenders love to give you low interest rates, and we
Right.
understand the purpose of that, right? People's income or their situation requires a low interest rate. That's one piece of the pie we discussed. The other segment of the pie we like to talk about is interest dollars paid over time. Those are things that we lose sight of because,
Mhm.
again, we're focused on the number as opposed to the overall goal of what you're trying to do, right? We know typically you're going to buy your house, but you're also going to buy the bank house as well. We want to help you leverage that income and that equity in the home to benefit you and your long-term goals.
Interesting. Boy, that is interesting.
Is that interesting?
Yeah.
They showed a chart. They showed a chart up there, and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot of numbers."
Yes.
So, is there any way you can make that a little easier for someone, let's say, just like me, to understand?
Absolutely.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I understood what you were saying.
Mhm.
Sort of.
Yeah, break it down some more.
Could you make it a little
Yeah, absolutely.
easier for?
Just keeping it high level, right? Just keeping
Right.
it high level. We use 8 data points to see if you
Okay.
qualify.
Okay.
Income, expenses, the property value.
Okay.
We look at also your debt. But again, just looking at those points to see if you qualify.
Right.
It's
Okay.
it's very simple. You give me that information, I plug it into the calculator. It tells me instantly, okay, you're a great candidate or you're not.
Okay. So I hear that. So now it's time for my mortgage payment.
Yes.
What happens?
Okay.
So it's a mortgage-free life. So
Mhm.
like, how does that come out of my account?
So based off the equity, we give you what's called a line of credit, right? The mortgage has been satisfied. We completely pay that mortgage off,
Okay.
right?
I hear that. I
Now what
understand
you're
that.
doing is your income is sweeping over each and every month to that line of credit. So no longer will you have a mortgage.
Right.
Okay.
No mortgage.
Okay.
You're using a line of credit at this point.
Okay.
The line of credit is what you're going to be utilizing, and it's
So-
going to, yeah.
So it's X value, the value that my mortgage was, I'm paying that to my line of credit. So it's not a mortgage payment, but
Mhm.
it's a line of credit
Correct.
payment. And that's the value that's taken out.
And it gives you
Okay.
full access to that equity with
Okay.
a line of credit now.
Okay. Okay. I think I understand that.
That is
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that's so.
It does take a few phone calls and a few,
I like-
yes, education. We're big on that, educating our clients on
Well,
what
you
this
have
is
to.
Right,
and how
right.
it works.
So how long have you been doing this?
We are going on 3 years now.
All right.
The CEOs are based in St. Louis. We have monthly, or actually weekly calls. I have a call later today.
Okay.
Sean Shea and Matt Evans are the creators of this strategy.
Okay.
We have a great team
Interesting.
that backs us. And again, it's not for everyone. I want to make that clear.
Right, right.
Not for everyone, but the clients that we do look for, financially disciplined, can understand the concept, how it can benefit them, and just looking for another way to
Well,
leverage their
Yeah,
home.
it's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept. And thank you so much for being on the show
Yeah,
today.
home's your biggest investment.
Educating
Most
us
people.
on it.
Yes.
Right. And
Yes.
so Nathan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so
All
much
right.
for having me.
Appreciate it.
Good job. All right. So we'll see you on the other side of this break. Nathan, great job, buddy.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
When I got to around the age of 17 or 18 is when I started to experience more acne. And of course, that took a toll on my confidence. A part of what helped my confidence, crazy enough, is helping other people with their confidence and helping bring a smile to their face, because I know that feeling of just wanting to hide. And that's just really what drove me and pushed me to want to help others with their skin. Head over to my website and book your next treatment with me.
Perhaps more protracted by the light of perverted sorrow.
The quality of the food, the service, the ambiance, is all part of what makes the true dining experience.
I'm Ashley Fuller, and I'm the owner of Fuller Land Surveying here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm sitting here with my friend JD with Bela Berry Realty, and we're going to talk to you today about why realtors should choose their surveyor and why it's important to develop those relationships.
You know, the other day we were in a sticky situation and we needed a survey. It needed to be done at a, very short timeline. And somebody was like, call Fuller, give them a shout, see how fast they can turn it around. It's like, oh my gosh, you saved the day.
I'm Dr. Amanda.
Let me just make sure how your mic is working. You're good.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember Jonathan was the one who told me that make sure that the microphone didn't roll back.
Yes. Is there any way we could dip your jacket?
Yeah.
A little bit more?
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. You, whatever makes it easier.
There we go.
Yeah.
Because no, wait, I'm wondering.
I was just like, whatever works. That's, yeah, I mean.
What about there, Kayla? That's good? Okay, cool.
There you go. You don't feel so.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I was about to say.
The public adjuster is going to come in and really be on your side.
So, yeah, because I drove home.
Mansfield, welcome back to Talk It Out with Stanley Psychology, the segment where we teach you tips, tricks, and education about mental health. Today's topic, we're going to focus a little bit on research, which is what do happy couples do and what do unhappy couples do that causes them to be happy or sad or unhappy. So some of these things may be very obvious, but research has shown us more specific details. So for example, happy couples, they tend to have a positive interaction. So for every negative interaction, let's just say we got upset and you argued and it was pretty bad, there are actually 5 positive interactions that counter that. Research has shown that if you have less than 5 positive interactions, you're slowly but surely going to be unhappy. So just trying to keep up with that. It doesn't have to be that you have to show, this grand plan. No, positive interactions is just giving compliments or something like that. Very simple. Another thing that, well, in this case, unhappy couples don't do that. Actually, unhappy couples almost have a 1-to-1 ratio, which it's kind of hard because we as humans tend to focus a lot on negative things. So the negative tends to be very prevalent, not so much the happy. Hence, that's why we need more happy interactions or positive interactions than negative. Now, another thing that happy couples do is they turn towards each other. What does that mean? Whether it's a positive, neutral, or negative. Partner comes from home and says like, hey, I just had a bad day. The other person turns towards the partner and says, oh, tell me about it. Or it being a neutral approach, which is, hey, how was your day? And you turn towards each other. That turning towards each other means that a partner wanted attention and the other one gave it. Research shows that you have to have an 86% minimum of turning towards each other, because that's how it looked for happy couples. For unhappy couples, it's actually at 33% or less. They don't turn towards each other. They tend to ignore each other or not show any attention, which that's what ends up hurting their relationship. Another stuff that happy couples do is repair attempts. Every relationship is going to have disagreements. It's going to have arguments, and hopefully they are not going to be as painful or hurtful towards each other. But it's going to happen. So repair attempts, what is pretty much de-escalating the situation. It doesn't have to be something grand. Appropriately, a joke can de-escalate the situation. But it can other stuff that can happen is, just telling each other, hey, let's take a break just because, tensions are getting high. or just saying like, you know what, why don't we talk about this later? Let's go have some ice cream. Things like that, those repair attempts, or telling each other, hey, I understand that you are upset because of this. Seeking understanding and clarifying misunderstandings will also help de-escalate situations. And that's a repair attempt. Unhappy couples tend to ignore or reject repair attempts. And one of the things that happens when repair attempts are rejected is that you start going into what Gottman Institute names the 4 horsemen. I won't be able to go into much detail of what the 4 horsemen are specifically, but I will let you know that the 4 horsemen are high predictors of splitting, couple splitting, or divorce. To just let you know, it's defensiveness, stonewalling, contempt, and also criticism. So that's what happens when repair attempts aren't successful. Another thing that happy couples do is they have shared meaning. What do I mean by that? So shared meaning means that you guys have either rituals or routines that you do together. It doesn't have to be something grand. It's very simple things like morning routines or even date nights every week. Something that you guys can share. And most importantly, if you guys have hobbies, sharing within together in those hobbies and creating that attachment. Now, unhappy couples, because in this world, there's going to be opposites. And I understand that. Maybe we don't have the same hobbies, but that does not mean that you don't interact with each other's in each hobby. So unhappy couples, they live their life separate. They never created that shared meaning in regards to they don't have routines. One wakes up and does its own thing. One does just his hobbies, and they don't have that something of great value that puts them together. One thing that happy couples do is that they date each other. They become best friends. They date each other every single week or day as much as they can. They don't lose that spark that they had at the beginning. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. It's never going to be perfect. Never seek perfection. Good enough is what we look for. Good enough is what makes a couple happy. Unhappy couples, they look for perfection. It has to be this way. When there is no, honestly, in this world, nothing is perfect. So setting that expectation really high can damage your relationship. Another thing that unhappy couples do is that they get emotionally flooded. What does that mean? Tensions get high, and once tensions get high, you cannot communicate. You cannot think clearly, and that's where repair attempts help. Even just clarifying and saying like, hey, I feel that you're getting overwhelmed. Do you want to talk about this later? Those things help. And honestly, I know that communication seems a very simple thing, a very general thing, but in the end, it's just communicating understanding, meaning I want to understand you, and likewise, the other person seeking understanding on yourself. So that's it that I have for today. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to us at Stanley Psychology. My name is Erick Quan. I'm a licensed therapist, and I'm here to help any couple that wishes to strive to be happy or even just try to maintain a good, making sure that they got all their corners covered. So thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you next week and Talk It Out with Stanley Psychology. Have a good day.
Capital gains tax will kill you. So we have a lot of things that
family operation since 1961. I will tell you that our trust level with Tony is really high, and he's done everything he said he was going to do plus some. There's a book that I read. It's called How to Be a Fierce Competitor, and one of the chapters in there is Answer the Phone, and the whole premise of that chapter is to be available and to get things done. That's one thing that Tony embodies, is getting things done. So again, he does everything he said he's going to do plus some.
My name is Brett Jeffries. Charles White.
Latanya Lynch, Sally Potter. I have been a patient for about 6 months. They were very thorough in making sure that I was following up with my exercises.
The experience has been great. It's very much a family atmosphere. I actually recommended Joe and Jordan and their team multiple times.
I never thought that my chiropractor could help me with my asthma and allergies and 4 or 5 other things.
that they're helping me to live my best life. So this is 2024. The time for suffering and silence is over.
I'm Dr. Amanda Stanley, owner and supervisory psychologist.
I'm Adam Stanley, co-owner of Stanley Psychology. We chose to office in downtown historic Mansfield in order to better serve the community here.
So we are here to offer a variety of mental health services, including diagnostic evaluations and psychotherapy for individuals of all ages. With our practice expansions at Stanley Psychology, we have openings available to help you.
Give us a call, contact us via our social media channels or through our website, and let us help you with your mental health journey.
Welcome to Old Vine, Texas, a dream endeavor of Mansfield husband. In their discovery of one of the most significant wine regions in the country, they decided to build Old Vine, Texas, with the goal and intent of encouraging people to visit the different wine regions within the state of Texas. Old Vine, Texas is located inside Ancora Event Center in historic downtown Mansfield. Visit their website or give them a call to plan your next visit with Old Vine, Texas.
Are you tired of mosquitoes turning your backyard into their own personal buffet? Say hello to Mosquito Shield, the ultimate defense against pesky invaders. But wait, we don't just stop at mosquitoes. Our add-on treatments target ticks, spiders, ants, and other annoying pests, keeping your yard safe and enjoyable all season long. More protection, more time outdoors.
Parker Show?
Yeah.
Call now, 214-897-3077, or visit moshield.com to schedule your treatment today. Mosquito Shield, more than mosquitoes, it's
Mansfield, Jonathan Taylor here, your tailor-made technology advisor. And today we are going to talk about the rise of robotics in the workforce. This trend is transforming the way businesses operate. It can be exciting for the technology that's coming along, but it also can be concerning for the human employment factor of it all. As automation technology evolves, machines aren't just packing boxes and assembling cars anymore. They're learning. They are adapting. They're doing things we once thought needed human intelligence. Major players like Amazon, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates are pushing the possibilities to what this technology can do. They are signaling that robots will be the future and will be essential for the workforce. And so the bottom line for companies is that robots help reduce costs, they improve efficiency, and they enhance productivity. And so unlike humans, robots, they don't get tired. They don't need a break every 15 minutes. They don't need to wear uniforms when they're working with hazardous materials. And so you've got Amazon, who's been a leader in this space in the warehouse game for some time now. In 2012, they purchased Kiva Systems, which helped them revolutionize the way logistics is handled. Now they have a robotic arm that not only can sort the products, but it can also look at shapes and sizes. This has been huge for their supply chain. Then you got Elon Musk, who has long expressed his concerns about artificial intelligence, but yet on the flip side has heavily invested in the development of artificial intelligence. And so in 2021, during his AI day, he unveiled Optimus. We all know that as the Tesla bot. Now this humanoid robot is designed to help with some of the mundane tasks, the repetitive tasks that happen over and over again, or it's designed to kind of help out in some of those hazardous conditions. And so Elon's mind on this is to think that this robot will be in every home, cooking for us, cleaning for us, all of that kind of stuff. And so you got Bill Gates, who has taken a different approach. Bill Gates has said, let's look at the ethical and economic considerations, right? In 2017, he proposed a robot tax. Now, with this robot tax, it's designed to kind of help businesses that, well, not help business, but to force businesses that have these robots to pay the same kind of taxes they would if it was a human. His thought process behind this is that it will slow down the automation to give society a time to catch up, right? Because we need to make sure that our people are trained on this stuff. And so the tax dollars would be used to help train and for education and those kinds of things. And so ultimately, the challenge lies in managing the transition of the robots. I mean, it's here. It's not going anywhere. And so we need to really start thinking about,
educating our people, because it may eliminate jobs, but at the same time, it can create jobs. So somebody has to program the robots. Somebody has to maintain them when they break down. And then somebody has to monitor them while they're doing their work to make sure they don't break while they're working. And so this thing is happening, Mansfield, and we've got to get ready for it. And so a thoughtful process today could help us make a better tomorrow with machines and humans working alongside one another. If you have a tech topic you would like to discuss, or if you would like to be a tech guest, feel free to email us at techtalk@hellomansfield.com. Again, that's email us at techtalk@hellomansfield.com, or you can click the link in the feed. This has been your Tech Talk with Taylor Made. See you next time.
Are you looking to navigate technology with confidence? Are you exposed to unnecessary risks? Technology shouldn't be this hard. At TaylorMade Tech, we understand the unique challenges.
I started to in there.
And working closely with you, with TaylorMade, you'll have the support you need from implementation to ongoing maintenance. Contact TaylorMade Tech Advisors today for a free technology audit and discover the difference TaylorMade solutions can make for you.
I love photography. It gives me such joy, and it truly is such a passion to be able to tell somebody's story. My name is Heather Harvey, and I'm the owner of Heather Harvey Photography. I strive to create interactive sets. I want to capture authentic smiles. I want to truly tell your story. If you would like to work with us, check out our website. And I can't wait to tell your story.
The texture for me.
Okay. So that's not a big deal.
So we had just introduced the new PTO benefit for volunteer time. I've been getting involved more and more with United Way, and I knew that they had Dave Carrington this spring. Thought it was a great opportunity. So I actually helped with Carolyn Buckingham to organize our groups for today to get out here using our new benefit. I think it's a great way to just get out in the community, enjoy some nice weather, give back, spend time together as a team as well. So I think community involvement is important because, it's not just here to work, that we are part of a larger community. When we all come together and take care of our communities thrive and our people thrive. Whether it was one generation ago or 7, more than likely is an American, an ancestor of yours, took an extreme level of risk in order to create a better way of life for themselves, their families, and eventually you. Most families have a story to tell, at least one story. My family ended up here in Texas when their wagon broke down in Del Rio. The wagon train they were a part of continued westward, only to be completely massacred. I'm Rob Schultz, founder of Schultz Wealth. Our clients are entrepreneurs and business owners, the beneficiaries and true torchbearers of our American pioneer legacy. Our clients are not afraid of change. They are hopeful about the future, and they create wealth for themselves, their people, in this country through innovation, creativity, and hard work. Our job at Schultz Wealth is to help make sure it counts for something. If you're a successful business owner, let Schultz Wealth help you to the next level and beyond.
Welcome to the Mansfield Pulse. I'm your host, Joe Jenkins, owner of Joe Jenkins Insurance here in beautiful downtown Mansfield and founder of the Mansfield Business Alliance. With me again this week is Karen Mora, who is the COO of Texas Health Hospital here in Mansfield. And she's also one of Mansfield's 40 under 40.
I am.
Here's what's happening around Mansfield.
Yeah. So I'll start, but it's officially the last week of school before summer starts. So be extra careful around the schools and school zones this week. As we know, students are full on the summer madness mode and will be paying less attention to the normal patterns, honestly. Yeah.
Because they're just.
I'll be excited. It's almost summer. So Thursday's the official last day. So just make sure to watch out. And, we're excited that summer's about to start.
It's summer. Okay. Karen, have you heard of the Mansfield baked potato tree?
I have not.
What about the Mansfield goat?
What?
Okay.
No.
You need to come downtown to the Man House this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. for the Man House History Talks, Mansfield Mysteries. Admission is free. Seating is first come, first served. And learn all about you. You need to know what the baked potato tree. I don't know what it is either.
Where is it located?
The main house is going to be right on Broad Street. Before you get to Bethlehem Baptist Church, they do these talks once a month, but this one's about the mysteries in Mansfield. 6:30. Be a good time.
There is no delay here. Like Mansfield has all these mysteries.
There you go. Now you can get the answers.
There we go. Well, to continue, the Mansfield High School Legacy Baseball team wrapped up its incredible season this past weekend with its loss to a very talented Prosper team in the third round of its playoffs. The varsity Broncos finished with a record of 25-11. On the season, it had a great run in the playoffs that included a no-hitter thrown by a sophomore, Jake Jenkins, not related to you.
Not related to me.
The Broncos were the last MISD team in any sport still playing. So that's a wrap on the 2024 and 2025 Mansfield ISD sports season.
There you go. Trail update. Do you ever walk the trails in Mansfield?
I do. They're
Okay.
beautiful.
Yes. Everybody loves the trails in Mansfield. Construction has a wait, hold on. I'm getting an official breaking news here.
What happened?
You're going to be excited about this. The construction on the bridge at Lone Star in 287, TxDOT says it's going to be officially finished this week.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I am very excited about that.
Because you drive that every day.
Every morning, yes.
They're saying it's going to be done this week.
What?
Texas Department of Transportation. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about trails. Maybe. We're still on there.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm with Confident Skin by Haley. What makes my surfaces unique is that I have a
You're
hydrogen
good. I went off script.
oxygen infusion. I also have LED light therapy.
His name here, or
I have some anti-aging treatments we can do. So if you're someone who's getting ready for an event or a special occasion and you want that glow, you want that radiance, you want to bring that life back to the skin, feel free to book a hydrogen abrasion treatment. So with all of my treatments, I offer pharmaceutical grade products that have natural botanicals. I also have a line that is meant more for acne, because I am an acne specialist.
When it comes to your high-value product transportation needs, CRST's Specialized Solutions team handles things differently. End-to-end customer care, experienced driving teams, and meticulous attention to every detail. We know the value of your products, and we work tirelessly to earn your trust by delivering them to their destination on time and damage-free every time. Because when it matters to you, it matters to us. CRST's Specialized Solutions team. We handle high-value things differently.
Welcome to Old Vine, Texas, a dream endeavor of Mansfield husband and wife, Erick and Emily Byard. In their discovery of one of the most significant wine regions in the country, they decided to build Old Vine, Texas, with the goal and intent of encouraging people to visit the different wine regions within the state of Texas. Old Vine, Texas is located inside Ancora Event Center in historic downtown Mansfield. Visit their website or give them a call to plan your next visit with Old Vine, Texas.
At Secured Moving Company, we are more than just movers. We offer a full range of services to meet all of your needs. Don't end up being one of those people that didn't choose Secured Moving Company for their moving experience. By choosing Secured Moving, we promise a stress-free moving experience with our dedicated team who handles every detail with care and professionalism. Give us a call or go to our website so you can rest assured with Secured for your moving experience.
When people ask me, what's your favorite? Everything is amazing. Whether it's steak, whether it's seafood. The seafood here is amazing. We're very lucky to have some of the finest chefs, management, our server team is among some of the best.
We're back. All right, now let's talk about the trails that we all love.
Sounds good. Sounds
Okay. Construction has begun on the Walnut Creek Linear Trail Phase 3B, which will extend the trail from its current trailhead at Cannon and Carlin Roads to the Oliver Nature Park entrance. The project includes widening sidewalks, completing sidewalk gaps, a safe pedestrian crossing under Matlock Road near the bridge at Walnut Creek. Work has begun on Matlock Road with no construction on Cannon Road until MISD summer break begins next week, with all work projected to be completed before school starts in the fall. This project is part of a $10.5 million trail bond that was approved by voters in 2022. It was able to be funded through growth without any impact to the tax rate. It's always good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Common Ground needs volunteers this summer to help with the Feed the Kids program. Have you ever volunteered, Joe?
Have you?
I have not. Maybe we can do that
Yeah,
again.
we'll fill the backpacks.
Yes. We are just a few days until the Feed the Kids program starts May 21st, with unpacking, staging happening at 10 a.m. and the distribution starting at 6 p.m. the same night. If you're a church group, neighborhood group, or nonprofit business, or just a family who wants to help, please RSVP and come on Wednesday this summer at 10 a.m. or 6 p.m. to 703 Broad Street next door to Mansfield Mission Center. I hope to see you there.
Yeah. All right. So in Mansfield Business Alliance news, we hosted an amazing event at the Vault last week with North Texas Soccer Club, FC Dallas, and FC Dallas president Dan Hunt. He filled us in all about the exciting things that are coming to Mansfield soccer that are soccer related. There will be 2 more of these events coming soon, one more with North Texas Soccer and one with Rev Entertainment that will discuss the stadium and all the things that it could be used for. Speaking of the stadium, it's going to go vertical this week. We're going to start seeing steel go up. So maybe from your window at the hospital, you'll be.
I'm literally going to make sure I see
Okay,
it. Yes,
good.
yes.
So it'll go vertical, and we're going to watch it happen. It's got about a year to get done before the World Cup. We've also got a ribbon cutting today at Old Vine downtown for Pixie Pop and Little Bit of Apparel from 3 to 4:30. The public is welcome to all ribbon cuttings. That is it for us this week on the Mansfield Pulse. I want to thank Karen, who's still going to be with us for another week or two. I'm Joe Jenkins. Back to Mike and Lynn in the studio.
Hi, my name is Heather Harvey, and I'm the owner of Heather Harvey Photography. Every time a client walks into my studio, I want their experience to be like none other. I strive for each one of my clients to have their own unique, memorable experience. And it truly is such a passion to be able to tell somebody's story, to be able to go into some of their personal journeys, whether they're having a baby, their family is growing, or their little one has grown up and it is their last year of high school and they're moving on to the next part of their journey.
We specialize more in the insurance claims. So when you have storm damage that comes through, obviously hail, wind, tornadoes, we come out, we take a look at everything on the roof. There's a lot more that can get damaged than just the roof. There's gutters, there's windows, there's fence, there's decks. I'm with Viridian Roofing and Construction. We've been in the industry for over 35 years. I'm the owner. When you call us, you get to deal directly with me. We come out and do a free property inspection and evaluation, and we're going to get out to see you very quickly.
Hi, I'm Andrea, Andy Mac Candy Shack. We have over 1,600 different types of candy. We have everything from Taffy Town Taffy. We carry almost 100 different flavors. We have the old school bazooka gum. And yes, they do still have the jokes in them. We have everything from Mexican candy, Japanese candy, And I love these lollipops. They are like,
Hey, you still have the Andy Mac commercials, and that is really sad.
Bless her heart.
What are we going to talk about?
You know, we'll let's talk the maintenance matters.
and just so you know, not only do we carry local items like our Dublin sodas, we carry Wild Bill Sodas, which is a veteran-owned, veteran-run company. Be sure and come see us down at Andy Mac Candy Shack.
Welcome back. It was a great show today.
You know what I learned today?
What did you learn today?
So Erick with Stanley Psychology helped me understand how come when my sweet husband, if he does
The other
something-
Erick.
right, the other Erick,
Yeah.
if he does something that aggravates me, it takes 5 things before I'm less irritated with him. He has to
Oh.
do 5 sweet things.
Okay.
So next time I'm going to count,
Okay.
which will probably be at some point today.
But you know what? Knowing Erick, your husband Erick, I think he kind of knows that already.
He does. He
I
does.
mean, I'm
He's got
just-
lots of points. He
Yeah.
he just banks them. He just
Yeah,
puts those
he-
in the
he-
bank. All
yeah.
the good things he does.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So he can, I think, kind of figure
He
that
is
out.
pretty smart. It's true.
Yeah,
It's true. Yeah.
I've come to learn that. He's more than a muscle guy. He's a smart guy. And also, you know, the maintenance matters.
Right?
That is outstanding.
I know.
I'm hoping that really picks up, especially throughout the city.
I think so.
It's a great need for that.
It really is. It
It's a
really
great
is.
need for
It's a
that.
great option.
And also Nathan with the mortgage
That was
lending.
a very
and-
interesting.
I mean,
right?
it's been a good show.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah,
good show.
good
But
show.
you know what? I think we always have a good show.
We
To be
do.
honest with you.
You know, when I'm here with you, it's a great day.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Bless your heart. I feel the same way.
Aw.
And also to be here with these outstanding
Oh,
sponsors.
you know what? Our sponsors are great.
Aren't they great?
They
Stanley
bring us here
Psychology,
every week.
Heather Harvey, Haley, who else?
Blue Mints High.
We can't
Bloomfield-
ever
Bloomfield
forget
Home.
Blue Mint
No,
and
all the
Bloomfield.
things. Yeah.
That's right. We don't have the what's the Flat Robert guy?
Yeah,
You know,
right. Not Flat,
Fred.
Flat Paul.
Okay.
Flat Stanley, that's the thing from school.
Little
It's just-
Leroy
Yeah, right.
and Bubba.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Well, I think that's good.
I think this is good today.
Right? Yeah.
Listen, we don't ever say goodbye. What do we say, friend?
We say hello, man.
Hello, Mansfield. We will see you
Next
Monday, Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Thank you, vets. We love you. Thank you. Wait, no, he's supposed to. Oh, well, you're so kind.